Hello, my strange and charmed ones, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all the fourth video in my functional planning series, which is all about how I plan on a weekly basis. The last video I did on this topic, I think, was the monthly overview. I think that was the last one. I think that was video number 3. And in that video, I showed you how I plan at the beginning of a month for sort of the big picture monthly items like my monthly editorial calendar and my monthly task list and things like that. But today I wanted to show you guys how I plan on a weekly basis. Now, for any of you guys who are not familiar, I've said this before in other videos, but if you're not familiar, I really don't plan my entire week out in advance, like everything I'm going to be doing every day. For me, the way I plan is more in terms of the projects I need to get done in a given week. And then there will be some, appointments and specific things I know need to get done on certain days. But for the most part, my weekly planning is kind of the most in-depth planning that I do. So I generally do this planning on a Saturday night or a Monday morning, sort of like weekly review style. And then as I go throughout the week, I will add things to my planner, but I'm not someone who sits down and plans the entire week bit by bit. So because of that, I'm going to give you guys an overview of some past weeks of this month to kind of give you an idea of how I plan. Let's go ahead and get into an overview so you can see my planner and we can talk about how I plan, including some really big weekly planning tips that have helped me that I want to share and see if they will help you with your planning. So let's get started. Okay, so here's the fresh week in my planner. As I go through and you watch me plan, I'm going to be using this voiceover to share tips with you guys that I personally use to keep myself organized. First tip for you guys is to choose inserts that really do promote productivity. These are my Charmed Life Planner inserts that I sell on my shop. And I love these because the vertical week on 2 pages with the space for the top 3 and the lines for me to make lists and notes are perfect for the way that my mind works, and it really helps me to organize my week visually so that I stay on track. Okay, tip number 2 for you is at the start of your week, identify your top 5 projects. As you can just see, I just put down a little sticker that looks like an iPad, and this is the sticker that I use in my planner to track my top 5 projects for the week. This helps me to stay very clear on what I'm working on for the week. And for me personally, my top 2 projects are always my blog posts and YouTube videos, but I go to my monthly calendar to find whatever other pre-planned projects I have allocated for that week, and I just transfer it over for that sticker. Now, my third planning tip for you guys is to have a place for everything and to put everything in its place. As you can tell, there is an open space at the bottom of these planner inserts, and that is where I like to put my functional planning stickers. So what I do is I put a sticker at the bottom of each of these columns, and they actually end up coordinating with tip number 4, which I'll talk about in a second. But when I have these sort of dedicated stickers where I can list out things like my blog posts and like my YouTube videos and like my dinners for the week, which you'll see on the Wednesday column, I will put a sticker down and I will track what my dinners are going to be for the week. And for me, having these stickers down with this information really helps me to organize information so that when I'm looking for something specific, I know exactly where to look. Everything is organized and in one place, and it's very convenient. Another great thing about keeping my information broken out this way on stickers and in this lower section of my planner is that what I end up being able to do is I end up really breaking down the top 5 projects that are on my to-do list into their individual action steps, more or less. So on Monday, you can see I had that blog post sticker. My blog posts are my number 1 priority, my number 1 project for the week. They have their own sticker, so I know what blog posts I'm writing and I can keep track of those blog posts and when they've been completed. Same thing with the YouTube videos on the second sticker. My YouTube videos are, again, another project. So really, these stickers also not just help keep me organized and have a place dedicated in my planner for where I'm going to keep specific information, but it also helps me to visually break down projects that are very important for my week. Okay, so now we get to tip number 4, which is all about theming your days to batch your work. I've recently began to start batching my work, and it's really been helping me to seriously stay focused. Remember I said earlier with tip number 3 that the position of the stickers relate to tip number 4, which is all about theming your days. I have to tell you guys, when you theme your days, you really end up getting more work done because you're not switching focus as much. So that's something that I've really begun to implement, and I've used my planner to help keep me on track with that as well. And my 5th and final tip for you is to use a visual hierarchy in your planner. As you can see, these planner inserts I'm using already have a place for my top 3. So I always know where I'm going to be looking for my individual actions in a given day. But then with the fact that I've got these stickers at the bottom breaking out information, and then I even have additional stickers like those hearts that sort of track my Instagram pictures, and I have stickers that I use throughout the week that mark events or things that I need to remember or special reminders. That all creates a visual hierarchy in my planner so that when I look at my planner, I'm easily able to read what my priorities are, what I need to accomplish for the day, and I'm able to easily find things and special information that I've already marked down. So what you've been able to see as I've been flipping through my past weeks is you've been able to see not only how I plan my week at the start of a week before I'm adding any real serious information, but you've also been able to see how my weeks end up turning out. And if you go through and see and compare my weeks, you'll see that there is this visual hierarchy. My top 3 are always listed for the day. I always have those important stickers at the bottom that are breaking out key information. And then the center portion of my planner is where I will break out additional tasks, make extra lists, take notes, plan for meetings or scheduled events. So establishing my own visual hierarchy has really been an amazing tool for me to stay on track and make sure I'm getting things done. But of course, my planner isn't all work, no play. I obviously use a generous amount of stickers and sticky notes to help me organize information. But the main point of the planner for me is to get things done. So everything needs to be supporting my ability to be productive. So I will leave some links down below for some of my favorite planner supplies as well that you may have seen in this video if you are interested in those as well. Okay, so that is my weekly planning process. I hope you guys got a sense of how I plan and sort of what my planner looks like and how I use things like hierarchy and stickers to really keep myself focused on the tasks at hand. So I hope this video was enjoyable for you. I hope you learned some tips that you can take away from my process and put them to use in your own planner. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me any questions down below in the comments, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure to check the description of this video for any links mentioned. And of course, if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me. And until next time, bye-bye!